Okay, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you love, the vibration of love this morning, this evening, wherever you are around the world. This video here is, and I wish I could always be that bearer of great, powerful, positive news, but I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't show you both sides of the polarity. And I feel obligated now, as I have awakened and become the multi-dimensional being that I am. I see things in all different ways, all different realms, all different perspectives. Okay. And I caught this. I was just chopping it up with some very, very conscious people on the planet who really know what's going on. And I was talking to this individual, and he said, Derek, I just want you to do something for me. He said, and this is what I want you guys to do who's watching this video. You could do this right now. Don't take my word for it. Don't ever take anybody's word for it. Do the research. So let's fly over to Google. And what I want you to do is I want you to type in dead baby fetuses. You can do Mountain Dew. You can do Pepsi Cola. I mean, you could do the list. And I'm going to give you the list. And this was very, very, very eye-opening for me. And I feel obligated to share. And I'm telling you, there's article after article after article after article after article on this. So you could do your research. This is just not one website bashing abortions and things. It's bad enough that abortions are happening. And there's two sides of that polarity. But to know that the main artery and the main intent behind these abortions are now being monetized. Now they eating off these abortions. Let me just come over to this article. It says aborted human fetuses, ladies and gentlemen, being used for flavor now. Flavor enhancers. Research. This was here's the thing. It's 2016 now. This was in 2012. So by the time we hear about it, right? By the time we wake up as conscious individuals, they're already on to something else. That's why they give you the reality TV now, to just keep you distracted from what's really going on with the agenda. 4 years behind on this information. Some of you say, I've been knew that. Well, it's cool. You should be making videos and telling the people that you really care about in 3D in this physical realm, because we all dying. We're all dying. But now, dying and death, right, are not bad things. We've been taught that death is bad. But in order to get out of this dimension, this matrix, we have to die. We have to die to self. This ego, this person that we become in this three-dimensional realm, which you guys are witnessing, just like I'm witnessing. It's getting crazy. It's been crazy, but no one seems to be who they are. You talk to one person one day and the next day there's someone else. Why? Because of the agenda. It says this research, this stuff now is ending up in our food. It's ending up in the food that you and some of these things I used to consume. And that's why people ask me all the time when they see me, they say, Derek, you're so thin. You look so good. How did you do it? Ladies and gentlemen, I did it from reading shit like this. And that's why I make these videos and go through the risk. You don't understand the risk of making videos like this. See, as long as I'm bashing women and bashing homosexuality and gossiping and talking about who's screwing who and all that, man, they don't mess with you. You can like and share those kind of videos all day long and never get your account deleted. But as soon as you start exposing and pulling the coattail, helping people out, helping people to become aware and conscious of what's really going on, oh, they start deleting your accounts like bling. Yeah, they didn't notify me. Yeah, of course they watching me. This is how I became vegan and raw foods. I didn't just wake up one day, ladies and gentlemen, is as good as it might seem. I didn't just wake up one day and say, I'm just going to start eating raw foods and put down my M&Ms and Doritos and so I didn't do that. It's from consuming information like this that will force you to make a decision. And that's why I'm putting this up. Come follow me. I know this information is hard to deal with, but we have got to wake up to what's happening on this planet. Flavor enhancers is the new thing. They tapping into what we eat, derived from parts of human fetuses, are being put into the products we consume. And some of these products are going to really blow you away. I want you to Google, as I said before. You can follow me right now after this video. Just run over to Google and just type in dead baby fetuses. And I just used the keyword Mountain Dew. Why? I used to drink Mountain Dew. Used to be my favorite soda. And you're going to get just a list of websites you can go to. As you can see, I'm on this website, the first one. Okay? All right, now this company, Biotech, has been using cell lines from aborted babies in food enhancement testing. Now, if you click on that first link, you can click this link right here and do your research. I've already been through this. So now this company, Cinemix, is a biotech company that uses aborted fetal cells in their research and development of artificial flavors. So it's 2016, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, you should be reading everything that you're putting into your body. Everything. You should be turning that package around and reading what you have to become conscious of what you're putting into your body. And I'm not pointing the finger. I'm not Mr. Goody Two Shoes. A lot of people get offended when you start talking like this. But in order to talk like this, you really have to care to talk like this. There's a lot of other things I could be talking about. I consumed a lot of my life just talking about making money online, and everybody was cool with it. But for some reason, when you talk like this and you initially care and you're really trying to help people, you get just bucked around. But I'm going to talk because my thing is, if I only reach 2 or 3 people, my job is done. I can come through this dimension, pass through this dimension, and keep moving inward. Because we really is some really effed up. This is effed up what I'm about to read to you guys. Wow, this is really effed up. Every time we eat any of the food sources listed below, and I'm going to read them. And anytime we eat the flesh and blood of another sentient being, we are participating in satanic rituals unconsciously. Eating the blood and flesh of humans. And this is how they're cursing us, right? Without us even knowing. I know a lot of you say, I never eat, I ain't no carnivore. I don't eat human flesh. Well, you don't eat human flesh consciously. You see, and I want to get this out of the way so you can understand why this is happening, okay? Because a lot of people, you would ask, what kind of person, what kind of human being would even consider this? What kind of animal, what kind of person do you have to be? Let me tell you. Take a deep breath first. Blow it out. You're going to need it. Listen. There are 13 bloodlines dominating this dimension that we live in. Only 13 out of 7 billion people, quote unquote, they say. There's 13 bloodlines that don't interact out of their bloodlines. These bloodlines consume and make up 49% of the income worldwide, globally. 13 families, okay? And these families look at you and I, black people, white people, Chinese people, as beneath them, as animals. These families look at us a little lower than we look at our domestic pets. I know it's fucked up, but I'm telling you, if you can imagine that, the love for your dog, you know your dog is not equal to you. You love the dog, you deal with the dog, you rub the dog, but it's still a dog. You'll never look at that dog as equal to you as a human being, right? These 13 families, ladies and gentlemen, look at us that way. That's how they do this shit. They're not equal to us. They're beneath us. Put it in their food. So they'll keep buying these products. So they'll keep dying off unconsciously and keep reincarnating back to this same dimension, not knowing who they are. You are a part of one of the biggest conspiracies in the last 6,000 years. They're feeding off your energy. That's how this is possible. Wow, it's time to snap out of the trance. This Cinemix is using aborted fetal cells to develop their flavors. Hello, ever hear of the movie Silent Green? But let me get to this list, and I'm gonna end this video. I just wanted you guys to hear and see this. This is a list of the brands that makes these this company possible. They support this, right? Pepsi products. If you're drinking Pepsi, just know. And you got to go cold touch. You just have to make the decision. Seriously, it's just a decision. Whether you want to live or whether you want to come back through. Because until you become conscious and know what's going on and know who you are, you understand what I'm saying? You're coming right back through this dimension. I'm just telling you. Different form, different personality, wipe clean, starting right back over from a little baby, trying it again, contrary to what religion has taught you. You coming back through here. Aquafina. Ain't this a beat, right? Aquafina, right? They scare us. It's lead in the tap water. It's agendas, man. It's agendas. All you got to see is a trace of lead. And everybody run out and buy bottled water. Aquafina. The best thing you could be doing right now is having a water filter to filter your water. That's where your investment should be going on. What you putting in your body. And I ain't telling you to do nothing. I'm just planting seeds and somebody's going to wake up, right? We got brothers riding around with $5,000 rims that they put on their cars. I've done it before. Not 5,000, but I spent thousands of dollars on rims for my car. I'm putting my hand up, right, to put on my car. And back then I would run and put $2.50 worth of food in my body. It don't make fucking sense, ladies and gentlemen. It don't. And we wonder why we in the predicament that we are in. The numbers are staggering. Juices, Tropicana, Dole, all of this stuff is on the shelves. Sobe, Ocean Spray, Lipton Tea. And so far, none of these I consume. But I'm sure I'm going to run over some. I'm in this with you guys. Quaker Oats. Yes. I consume Quaker Oats oatmeal. The quote unquote natural. So see, we in this shit together. I'm not one of those that point my finger at you know. No, we are. Granola bars. Frito-Lay chips. Doritos. I used to love Doritos. Cheetos, Ruffles, Sonic Sweet, Gatorade. Wow. Coffee. You know how popular coffee is now? Frappuccino, Seattle's best coffee. And they got links on here. You can even click these links. Do your research. Click on these links. There's a PDF right here. and research this and spread this to your family members that you care about. Yes, it's going to be a transition. What's the solution? The solution is taking $100 out of each of your paychecks instead of throwing it in the banks and getting those low interest rates. Right? Start buying land where you can start growing your own food. Start buying seeds and herbs, right? If you got land anywhere on your property, the universal law is we can grow whatever we want on our property. Start growing your own foods. Get you a water purified system. It's the only way you're going to make it through this transition is food and water. Now, you're not going to have the lifestyle. You might as well get used to it now. We're not going to have the lifestyle that we become accustomed to. All right. The United States was a very, very rich, uppity, didn't have to work for nothing. I mean, it is what it is. Right. We're coming down. You're going to need some shelter. You're going to need some family love, some real love, no new friends. You're going to need some water, and you're going to need some food. Live, natural foods to get through what's about that. It's going to happen. Look, we all bamboozled. Look at the Nestle products. Look at this. Nescafe, classic coffee, decaf, taster's choice. Chocolates, Crunch Bar, Babe Ruth, Butterfinger, Oreo, Kit Kat. Wow. Oreo Smarties, Wonkas, drinks, juices, Nestle Quick, Milo, Nestle tea, infant food. Yeah, listen, there's no holds barred with these people. Infant food. Cerelac, Gerber. Wow. Feeding babies. Hot Pockets, lean cuisines, frozen food, pastas. Cereals, Cookie Crisp, wow. Water, Pure Life, Perrier, Poland Spring, milk, coffee mate, Endo milk, vitamins. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Pets food, Alpo, sports and nutrition, Power Bar Performance. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was just kicking it with a brother. He gave me this information and I was just like, wow. It's one thing to hear about it, but to actually read it and do your research and go to one or more sites and really let this sink in, you're going to have some decisions to make. I don't think it's a great thing or a strong thing that I did to become vegetarian. I just made the choice based on the circumstances and the information that was put before me. That's all I did. You've been warned. Peace, love.